Magandang hapon mga kababayan, kayo po ay nanonood ng Nag-iisang Kababayan Today. This is the premier resource for anything and everything Filipino and Filipino-American, where we are celebrating love today. The love of a Kababayan pride to another accomplished performer and what they've made together, not just a baby, but also beautiful music. Welcome to Kababayan Today, Jennifer Paz, and introduce us to your husband-to-be.
This is Anthony Fedorov.
Hello.
Yay.
Hello and welcome to Kababayan Today. Anthony, you may have seen him, it looks familiar. American Idol season
4.
Yeah,
back in 2005.
And a lot of productions, theater productions
Yes.
as well. Thank
Yes.
you so much for coming here, and thank you for taking care of our Jennifer. She is our pride. We love Jennifer. Jennifer, Miss Saigon, Les Miserables. The last time you were here, though, you were doing something else.
We were promoting a show at East West Players,
Right.
either last 5 years or Road to Saigon. I
And
think.
that was how many years ago? Long time
remember,
ago.
maybe-
And the next thing I know, here's Jennifer with a baby.
That's right.
And it
Who's
was
in the green room right now.
Exactly. Jennifer, tell us about your love story. From your perspective.
my
How did you guys
perspective.
meet?
Well, we met during a production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat in Seattle at a theater there called Fifth Avenue. And that was back in 2009. And then
Yeah.
over the course of 3-4 years, we ended up getting cast opposite each other in like 4 other productions of Joseph.
Wow,
So we did it in St.
okay.
Paul, we did it in Boston area, and then we did it in Tokyo, in Japan.
But was there anything going on then?
No.
Not yet.
It was we
You're
were
very
just
professional.
friends. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
professional,
Okay.
and it was a little complicated because we were both in
Seeing other people.
other people. So
Okay.
it was one of those like, okay, I like you. I don't know what this is, but
But when
Yeah,
you started
it's
getting
complicated.
cast opposite each other, was that fate telling you something? Were you listening to that part of it at all, or were you just trying to ignore?
absolutely. I mean, we both fought against it because we wanted to do the right thing, but there was this, without sounding cheesy, but it's Valentine's, so I can sound cheesy. There was this sort of like otherworldly connection and pull with him,
Right.
even though I was here with this other person. My heart was here, telling me this is the person you're supposed to be with, and it was like a soulful.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
a soul connection.
What was it like for you?
Well,
Was it instant when you met each other at that production, or was it something that grew because you were friends?
Well, it was very our just natural human connection was instant, I think, for the both of us.
Yeah.
And for me, I remember the day that we met, and everything just felt natural, and we were having a normal conversation, just hi, I'm Anthony, she's like, I'm Jennifer, we're gonna be working together, blah 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 blah. It's just there was just this comfort level with us, and
Yeah.
and we would always hang out, in between rehearsals, and when I was staying in Seattle, Jen would always help me with taking me to the grocery store, getting my groceries, or just like
TMI.
Too sweet.
But it's funny because when we talked to our friends in Seattle who learned we finally got together after 3-4 years, they were like, well, duh,
Yeah.
it's about time. We saw it
'Cause
back
they
then.
could, yeah.
They could
Do
see
you
it.
think that it was also stronger because the buildup was there and you just kept ignoring it or resisting it? You know how like they say the more you stop it, the more it just wants to explode.
right.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was the truth for the both of us, and
Yeah,
it's like
and the more you
try
fight
to
the
do
truth,
you
there's
try
like a
to
pressure
do
cooker.
the right
Yeah.
thing, but like what is the right thing when you have to listen to your heart and you just
See, the thing was we planned this to be her story first and then his story, but then you have almost just one perspective, one story to tell.
yeah, it's very, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
on
What
this.
was it like when you finally, admitted to each other, when you finally got together?
It was a relief.
Yeah.
Tell
I
us about
mean-
that. Was it over dinner?
It was.
I don't know if it was over
Over
dinner. Well, the first time when you finally introduced me as your boyfriend, do you want to tell that story?
Yeah, well, yeah. So, I mean, obviously it's a little complicated because, we were with other people. But once those relationships ended and you came to see me, we were just dating, just starting to date. He came to see me in...
Okay, hold on. Sorry, let me, for interrupting. So you were seeing other people, but there was this attraction. When those relationships finally ended,
Yeah.
you allowed yourself to really explore that connection.
Yes.
And that's when you had started dating.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and then?
And then I was doing a concert tour of Do You Hear the People Sing, which is the music of Alain Boublil and Claude Michel Schönberg, and I was in Baltimore, and I had just got in, and then he came to see me, and we ran into Alain Boublil, the composer of Saigon. We ran into him in the hotel lobby. And Alain was like, well, who's this? I said, oh, this is my boyfriend, Anthony. It was the first time that those words were, like, came out of my mouth. And I looked over, and he had the biggest smile.
I was like, oh! That was awesome.
So that was April 13, 2012?
2012.
So lucky 13.
So that's what we count as like our anniversary.
But was that something planned, or was that just a slip?
That was a slip. I mean, I think we were dating maybe for like 4 months by then. But we were still kind of taking it easy because we...
Was it, okay, I'm going to ask you this first. They're telling me to wrap, but this is so interesting.
I know, I'm like, you're getting such detail.
Was it this connection contributing to the demise of each of your relationships? Or was it the demise contributing more to the coming together of this connection acknowledging the connection? They have 2 minutes to think about it.
Oh, gosh.
The answer when we return.